We're standing in the LSU Coastal Meteorology Lab. As the name would suggest, coastal meteorology. We're focused on sort of the aspects of weather that are going to be important here in Louisiana. A few years ago, we developed a Gulf of America specific hurricane forecast. And so the idea is to be able to give stakeholders along the Gulf Coast, as well as here in Louisiana, a better idea about the amount of hurricane activity that it's going to affect us locally. Seasonal hurricane forecast exists for the broader North Atlantic. That information isn't tailored to the Gulf of America. And so we developed this specific hurricane forecast that honored some of the important environmental mechanisms that we experience here. We look at a specific metric, which is air temperature, about 4 miles above the ground. And what we found is that that variable is actually a fairly good predictor on a seasonal level of the amount of hurricane activity that's going to occur in the Gulf of America. This lab does a lot of important training for the next generation of the meteorologists that are going to be available to help protect the state from these hazards. So there's a really sort of key instructional and mentoring component within this lab, in addition to the important research we're doing. Our students are the ones that are really the heart of the lab. They're the ones that are writing the code. Oftentimes, our students are the ones that are directing me towards sort of what the current state of the technology is.
I'm working with simulated storm tracks to help inform future hurricane frequencies and trends, which can also help inform future policies.
I grew up in Texas. It's a very common area to be hit by hurricanes. Living in Louisiana, obviously we get hit all the time by hurricanes. Having that as a very central aspect of my life is very important to then study. Using machine learning to assess future hurricane forecasts and assessing patterns that are common with hurricanes.
We have our fingers in lots of different pieces of the atmosphere, sort of all in an effort to make sure the state's served well by our research.